Thanks, appreciate the help.
No problem. Name's Carl Wiggins.
Billy Collins. This is my sister, Janice.
Thank you so much.
This is my wife, Michelle.
Hello.
Hello.
Damn it.
And that's my brother-in-law, Steve.
Nice to meet y'all. Got a real classic here.
Yeah, belonged to my uncle.
Yeah? What year is it?
76.
Damn. She's still running, huh?
Oh yeah, runs great.
Well, most of the time.
I guess I should see if I can help. Can I do anything, dear?
Yard maintenance, huh?
Yeah.
Billy has his own landscaping business.
No kidding.
And I also do yard maintenance.
I'm trying to get into landscaping myself. Do you have any idea what's wrong with her?
Fuel pump, we think.
Try it again.
Arizona, huh?
Yuma.
Where are you heading?
Nebraska.
Nebraska? Well, you got a long ways to go.
At least another 9 hours. We're supposed to be there tonight.
What's in Nebraska?
A funeral.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
Family?
Billy's Uncle Max.
We're all from Grant, Nebraska, about 20 miles south of Ogallala.
Billy and Uncle Max were very close. He came to stay with us the last few years of his life.
And, this was his car.
Yep, this is it.
Actually,
He's already been shipped back there and just waiting for us to get there
Well, when's the funeral?
day after tomorrow.
You think we'll make it?
Well, I think you're in luck. My brother just happens to be an excellent mechanic. He's got his own tow truck, too. He's honest, reliable.
Really?
You want me to call him?
Isn't that great?
Actually, Steve's a pretty good mechanic. He can probably do it, right?
Yeah, sure. As long as I can get the pump. Steve,
Carl.
any part stores close by?
Yeah, is some over on 4th Street, just a few blocks over?
Well, that should work, shouldn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Honey, wouldn't it be better to let his brother do it?
Not to mention Uncle Max.
Oh, I know. I just tell him he's waiting for us to get back there with his old car. But the service is not until 2 o'clock Monday. That should be plenty of time, right?
Yeah, sure. We got it.
Oh, okay. You know what? I have brother's card there if you change your mind.
All right, I'll hang on to it. Thanks.
Good luck to y'all. If you need anything, just I live right over the hill there. Tools, whatever. Just let me know. You'll see my truck.
Will do. Thanks again.
Deadwood's right there if you're hungry.
What was that all about? Why would you not want his brother to help us?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because we have a dead body in the trunk?
So,
Didn't Mr. Reynolds say that everything was arranged, that it's okay for us to transport Uncle Max ourselves?
Sure, it's fine. As long as we don't get caught.
What?
By the way, I called around. Nobody's got a fuel pump. This one place thinks they can get one in about 3 days.
who's Mr. Reynolds?
He runs the mortuary in Yuma.
And did he or did he not arrange everything?
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of.
Yes, sort of. Mr. Reynolds' cousin, Mr. Fremont, owns the mortuary in Ogallala. That's where we're taking Uncle Max.
Okay, and?
Well, Mr. Reynolds said he would take care of embalming Uncle Max in Yuma, so, we wouldn't have to worry about any odors or anything. And when we get to Ogallala, Mr. Fremont will put Uncle Max in the casket, which is already prepaid, and he's also arranging to dig the grave and will transport Uncle Max to the cemetery in his hearse.
So it is okay.
Yes, it's okay. As long as we don't get caught.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Oh, there's a small glitch to this brilliant plan. You want to tell them or should I? See, there's this little federal law against transporting dead bodies across state lines unless you're licensed to do so.
What?
And we wouldn't be in this predicament if we'd have brought our car instead of this piece of junk.
Damn it, we went through this before we left. It's the only car we had with a trunk wide enough to haul Uncle Max without folding him in half.
Who cares if you fold him in half? He's dead. You think he
I'd
cares?
care, goddammit, I'd care.
Stop it, Steve. Why are you doing this?
Because your brother's a freaking moron.
Honey, please don't do this.
I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry. I just didn't have money to hire transport. Barely had enough money to cover the casket and burial costs as it was.
I know. I just wish you would have told us.
I didn't want to worry you. Or you. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get something to eat.
Okay. maybe Steve's right. Maybe we should just go get something to eat.
Honey, you want something? We've been going since 2 this morning. Not even something cold to drink, sit down and rest for a bit?
You go ahead.
Come on, Billy, please.
I need some time alone to think.
Okay, why don't you lay down and take a nap?
I don't know, maybe.
You want me to bring you back something?
Sure. Bring me a cheeseburger.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too. Hey, Uncle Max. I guess I kind of messed things up. Maybe I am a moron. Notice for your funeral went out in yesterday's paper. We were supposed to have you down there tonight so they'd have tomorrow to get you ready. I don't know what to do.
You know, you always were my favorite nephew.
Well, you were always my favorite uncle, too.
Of course, you were my only nephew.
You're my only uncle. But
You're still my favorite.
Truly am sorry, Uncle Max,
For what?
for letting you down.
You ain't let me down.
Well, of course I am. I mean, we're stuck in Albuquerque. I don't know what to do.
Well, it was my car that broke down. Now, give me a hand, would you? Oh, damn. I can move again. I feel 20 years younger. Billy, I really, really appreciate the efforts you're making into getting me back home. And I don't want you to take this wrong, but what in the world made you think I wanted to go back there?
Well, that's where your cemetery plot is.
Well, the whole time I was in Yuma, did I ever mention even once wanting to go back to Nebraska?
Well, don't you want to be buried next to Aunt Margaret?
Why in the hell would I want to be buried next to that lying, cheating, good-for-nothing, two-timing slut?
What?
Come on, Billy, don't act like you don't know. Everybody knew.
Aunt Margaret was sleeping around?
To put it mildly,
Well, with who?
it'd be easier to tell you who not. Let's see. There was the mailman, the milkman, the eggman, and the butcher. Principal at the elementary school where you and your sister went, the manager of our bank, the pharmacist, both lawyers in town, the local realtor, and the tax assessor. Oh yeah, and the barber. Lucky for him, he was the only barber in town, and a damn good one. Otherwise, I would have had to drive all the way to Ogallala to get my hair cut.
Weren't you married for like 45 years?
47 to be exact. We were the last generation to take the vows, till death do you part, seriously. And we are parted.
But don't you want to be buried with the rest of the family, your friends?
Most of my friends were sleeping with my wife. Why do you think I wanted to come stay with you after she was gone?
Well, you said you want to get away from the winters up there.
Well, that was part of it. Mostly I just wanted to get away. By the way, I want to thank you and Michelle for taking me in. You didn't have to do that.
We wouldn't have had any other way, Uncle Max. I already miss you so much.
Well, I'm going to miss you too, son. In the end, it all comes down to love of family. And despite your Aunt Margaret, I had the best. Now, life goes on for you. Now, let's get this thing done so you can all go home.
Okay, so what do you do?
New Mexico's a nice place.
What? Bury in Albuquerque?
Why not? It's the land of enchantment, you know. That's pretty cool. Not too hot, not too cold. Where you bury me really doesn't matter. Just not in Nebraska.
Okay, so what, you want me to check out the cemeteries here?
No. How about over there?
Are you serious?
It's nice. I like the cow skull.
Yeah, but we can't just dump your body.
Sure you can. It's just a body, Billy. And I'm finally free of it.
Yeah, but come on, Uncle Max, I mean, how are we... Don't you think somebody's going to notice it's been dug up?
Billy, you're an expert landscaper. One of the best. You can dig this up, stick me in the ground, put everything back just the way it was. Nobody will be the wiser.
We'd have to wait till after dark.
It should be quiet here at night.
I'm going to need some shovels, maybe a rake.
Carl is right over the hill and around the corner. Got all kinds of tools on his truck.
Well, it's going to be some extra dirt, you know.
Just scatter it out there. Nobody will notice.
Are you sure about this?
Billy, we're all of this earth. We're all going to return to it someday. Where we return doesn't matter.
What about the services? What do we tell them?
Tell them you found a letter stating I wanted to be cremated, and it's going to be done in Yuma.
Okay, but what if the family wants to scatter your ashes in Nebraska?
Well, if they're really insistent, you can always clean out the barbecue pit. Oh, remember that fishing hole your dad and I used to go to?
Yeah,
That'd be the place to scatter 'em.
you got it, Uncle Max.
My father, your grandfather, gave me this lucky coin when I went in the service. I want you to have it.
Thanks, Uncle Max. You really think this is going to work?
Like a charm.
Hey, Uncle Max. Sorry, I am a moron.
What is he doing?
I don't know. okay?
He looks so peaceful.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen him wear a suit.
Should we cover him up before someone?
Yeah, I just needed to see him.
We brought you a cheeseburger and a soda. Billy?
I have an idea.
What?
Maybe we don't have to take Uncle Max all the way back to Nebraska.
What are you saying?
Of course we have to take him back. What else are we gonna do?
Surely you're not suggesting.
What? Are you crazy?
Why not? It's nice.
Billy, no, honey, you're just tired. You need to rest.
What, are we supposed to dig this with our hands? Right out here in front of everybody?
Of course not. We'll wait till after dark. It should be quiet here at night. And you heard Carl. He lives just down the hill and around the corner. We could borrow some tools from him.
Somebody, please.
Billy, snap out of it. He is our uncle. We can't just dump him here.
We're not dumping him. I'm just not sure that he actually wants to be buried in Nebraska.
That's where his plot is. That's where Aunt Margaret is.
What if he doesn't want to be buried next to Aunt Margaret?
Why not?
I really hate to say anything because I don't know for sure, but I think Aunt Margaret may have been sleeping around on him.
Yeah, so?
So, you say that like you already knew.
Duh. Everybody knows.
I didn't know, not for sure anyway.
Oh, come on.
Didn't know what?
About Aunt Margaret sleeping around on Uncle Max.
Yeah?
Don't tell me you knew too.
Everybody knows.
Not everybody.
I knew.
Remember in high school when I told you about that time my Aunt Louise came to our house crying because Uncle George was seeing another woman?
Don't tell me. Wasn't he like the livestock inspector?
Yeah?
Well, there you go. Just there's one more reason to question whether he didn't want to go back there.
This is absurd.
Uncle Max came to live with us right after Aunt Margaret passed away. Did you ever hear him say even once that he wanted to go back?
But Billy, we just can't.
We are all of this earth, and we will all return to it someday. Does it really matter where?
He's got a point. Besides, it's going to be at least 3 days before we can get a fuel pump. And embalming or no embalming, we got to get him out of that trunk.
I can't believe we're even considering this.
I mean, it is pretty, but I mean, how?
Please, honey.
I know you sometimes think I'm a moron, but one thing I am good, no, I am an expert at, is landscaping. I can dig this up, bury Uncle Max, and put everything back just the way it was. No one will be the wiser.
Okay, I'm in.
Are you sure about this?
Are you sure this is gonna work?
Like a charm. Besides, what better final resting spot for Uncle Max than the Land of Enchantment? Steve.
Yeah,
It's time.
we need to get the shovels.
I already got it.
What'd you tell Carl?
Nothing. I snagged him from his truck.
Guess it would be hard to explain why we need shovels to fix a fuel pump, huh?
Yeah, I guess it would. Ready?
do it.
Any trouble?
No, everything's back in his truck. That bone, I think, is a little closer. Yep. You're amazing. That looks good.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Some real nice words you said, too. Better than any preacher could have done.
Thanks.
Look, Billy, I'm sorry for what I said. You're not a moron. I was just tired and frustrated.
I know.
You are more than just my brother-in-law. Ever since we was kids, I've just always considered you my best friend.
Me too. You're the little brother I never had, even though you did outgrow me.
One question, though, about the services tomorrow.
Oh, I called Mr. Fremont, told him we found a letter stating Uncle Max wanted to be cremated, and we're going to do that in Yuma. So he's just going to switch to a memorial service.
What about the money you paid for that casket?
He agreed to refund it, less a 25% restocking fee.
A restocking fee? Are you serious?
And he also asked about the ashes, if we should announce any plans to scatter them.
What'd you say?
I said, why not? We'd always plan a trip later, scatter them out that fishing hole where he and my dad used to go. Of course, we'll take your car next time.
Okay, but what ashes?
I don't know, I guess we could always clean out the barbecue pit. Let's get out of here. Who wants breakfast?
Yes, I am starving.
You're starving. We did all the work.
You could have woke us up. I would have helped.
Sure.
Look, I know things didn't go quite as planned. Well, I just want to thank you all for love of family. That's what it all comes down to, you know. And I've got the best.
Ready back there?
Yeah, we're ready.